Let's first talk about, we're trying to figure out what this line here is equivalent to. So let's talk about factorials, which is what that exclamation point is. If you had 4 factorial, what that means is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. You take this number and then you subtract 1, subtract 1, subtract 1, and multiply them all together. So if you had k factorial, start with k, and then multiply that by 1 less, which is k minus 1, and then 1 less would give k minus 2, and so forth. So let's look at our problem. We've got 2 terms. We've got a k factorial, and an n minus k does not have a factorial on it, and a k minus 1. So look here. Let's spread out or expand k factorial. K factorial is going to be k times k minus 1. Can you read that? K minus 1 factorial. For example, 4 factorial is 4 times 3 factorial. Now bring down the plus sign and bring down the n minus k and bring down the k minus 1. And before I go on, let's talk about something. Let's say I have x, y plus 3, 3x. You see how there's an x common in both of them? So you bring that x out, and that leaves you a y plus a 3. I divided each one by x. Well, if you look at our problem, I forgot about that. I left that off, sorry. There's a k minus 1 factorial in both terms. So let's factor that out. K minus 1 factorial. Now, if you take k minus 1 factorial out of this first term, you're left with a k. You've divided it. Plus, now take a k minus 1, factor it out of the second term, and you're left with n minus k. You could skip those parentheses. Let me go back to blue. So this is k minus 1 factorial. This is k plus n minus k. What happens to the k's? They cancel. You're left with k minus 1 factorial times an n. And that is answer E.